Okay, to put the Siren in, we gotta remove this battery tray, which will involve taking these two push pins out, and also we got a push pin right here and back there, right there. We also got to take these 4 Torx screws out to get this battery box out. This one here, here, back here, right there, and that one right there, and then it should pull out just like the battery did, basically. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll start the video once I get that taken out. Be right back. Okay, as you can see, I got these Torx bolts screwed out. I'm going to go ahead and take them out by hand. They're T27 Torx bolt, and I used a long extension from above to get the bolts drawn out, and I'm going to go ahead and turn them out by hand. As you can see, I've already got the plugs pulled out, front and back, so we'll see if we can get this slipped off here. Okay, so I'm now going to try and pull this out of here with one hand while I hold the deal. As you can see, I did stuff a paper towel here so I didn't get any stuff in there. It should pull out. We'll see here. Oh, there's a latch share for where the module's gonna go that's hooked onto this battery tray. So now it'll come out. Alright, hope I got that. Battery tray is out. And now I think that's the module I need to get to, is right there. I'm gonna have to read the directions and I'll be right back. Alright, so I gotta move this, gotta take this plug off. There's gonna be a couple of wire ties there I'm gonna have to cut off. And I've already pulled that wiring harness off. So we'll see if I can do this one-handed. Got these 2 wire ties so I can get this harness off here and pull this. I guess they're calling it a body control module according to the instructions. I'm not gonna record me cutting these zip ties. I'm sure you've seen a million of them cut. So I'm gonna turn it off now and then I'll come back. Alright, we're back. I got the BCM out, or body control module, I guess. Just a couple clips around the edges after you, like I said, I cut the zip ties off. There was a couple of wires that, like this, that have that connector on there. You just pull them off. Pretty easy. Now you take this off because evidently this Siren module is going to sit right here inside there somehow. Probably goes like that. Alright, and then here's the part number, if you can see that on there. I'll move it out of the shade a little bit. There you go. That's part number. I'm going to read the instructions so I make sure I get this plugged on here right. I'll be back in a few. Alright, I got the body control module in with the Siren in there. The black wire that's hanging out there, that's the antenna wire. You got to get a couple, well, about half a dozen zip ties to zip tie the wires back in place. As you can see, I've snapped the other wires back with them connectors. You see a black one back there and back just behind that deal, and then this gray one right here. Other than that, then I can put the battery box back on and mount the battery box back down, and Siren will be done. I got a couple other parts I got to put on too, so I got to read the directions, and we're going to be doing a tuner and the auto tuner, I call it, but I think somebody calls it the smart tuner, something like that. But anyways, we'll get this mounted back and I'll get the battery box put in. Alright, as you can see, I've got the battery box back in place. The strap here, there's a slot down here, I think you can see that. Slide the strap through that slot, so when you go to put your battery back in, you're going to be able to grab a hold of it the next time you have to pull your battery out. The two push pins are in, two to the side here are also in. The 4 bolts I've already tightened down. The little bracket for the ECM module that's right there just above that one push pin, I had to push it down to get it to go into that slot, so you'll want to watch out for that. You can do it from the other side. Let me show you that. See right there, there's a little, that's where that slot is right above these 2 little push pins right there. You just push down with a screwdriver and it'll pop right in there. Now there is a tube here, an air tube. You'll want to tuck that in behind there too. See, I don't know if you can see that, but right there, it looks like it tucks in right behind that, into that BCM cover there. Let me see if I can do that. Just like that. I don't know if you could see it, but probably not. But it goes right into that downspout. Yeah. It goes right down there. I don't know if you can see that either. It's right there. Yeah, it's in. Alright. So that's how you do the security module. Siren. Not too bad. Now if I was to do this again on another bike, I would change a few things that didn't need to have to be done. Take you down here. What I'd have done, now that I've done it, is I'd have popped this, the main connector for the body control module. I'd have popped that off. I'd have left all these wires zip tied. I'd have popped off, there's a connector right here. You got to pop it off this way, and then you can separate the BCM cover from the BCM. Just pull that BCM out. I can't remember if there was another connector here or not. I think there's one for the Siren module that you'd have to unplug, And then what I would have done is pulled it up through from where the Siren module will go in, plugged it in there, route the antenna down through this hole. There's a hole here that it goes down, and then just pop the cover back, or the BCM back in. No problem. Basically I had to do it anyway because I took the rechargeable battery out, not realizing that it was a rechargeable battery till I read some other directions that I have. So don't do that. I know I show that in a video, or I may edit that out, but yeah, it would have been a little easier just to do it that way. That's about all I can think of. I'm in the point of putting the battery back in now, so pretty much done, I would say, and I'll test this later. I'm sure it'll work. Alright, so as you can see, we got this all buttoned up, got the power cables back on, we got the dipstick tube back in. Let's see how it works. You hear the chirp. Turn it off, walk away. And you hear the double chirp. I'm guessing the alarm's gonna work. We're gonna get set up to do the Screaming Eagle tuner. I'm gonna put in the K&N air filter, and I'm not gonna do any other mods than just the K&N air filter for now. And I know I don't have to do the tuner at this point, but the ultimate goal is to get to the auto tuner. Alright, have a nice day.